Morning all, I'm Johnny B and welcome to Surrey Coast Celtic episode 57. Well, wow, what can I say? A win. The big man's got his first one. How good is that? Great to get the 3 points, that's a must, but I don't know, it looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? I know we should have been out of the field and we should have been out in space there with the victory, but should have been, it could have been 10. Could have been anything. The amount of chances we've missed in front of goal are unbelievable. We're crying out for a striker. Absolutely crying out. We can't. That's the first thing we need. But in saying that, you look at the defence, we're going to have to get at least 2 centre halves, another right back, another wing back. It depends how long Srirachi's going to be out for. As much as I say, as much as 3 points was a must, we could have been 2-1 down before we were 3-1 up. So it's just long balls that are catching us out. We seem bare at the back. We seem like we don't know how to defend when that big long ball comes through. There's too many people up front. There's nobody sitting. We don't have that wee guy sitting in front of the defence. You know, like you get your back four if your wingers move up. The 2 centre halves move out a bit and maybe a Calmack or a Scott Brown or somebody would have dropped into that middle space. We don't have it just to break up the play. So we were unfortunate and fortunate at the same time. To be honest with you, the chances that Johnny Kenny's had for a centre forward, that's their wages every day. You've got to put them in the back of the net. I do get why we're playing them because we don't have anybody else. I'm thinking that I would rather start Shin Yamada through the middle than Kenny. He just looks like, as I say to you, he's a Partick Thistle player or something, you know, and we've got him there. Tony Ralston's the same. He can't play in this system. You'd be better off with Kobe Donovan in there until AJ gets back. And then when he gets back, can he play that system? I don't know. I don't see it working. I've said a couple of weeks ago this manager needs to go and I still think he does. I know we won. I just think he needs to go. He's not got a clue and how to change it, and he's determined to stick to this 3 at the back, and it's not working. We got out of jail today with 2 goals near the end, and again it should have been, how many times we hit? I think we hit the bar or the post like 4 times all in. Their keeper made a couple of really good saves, but again that's what they're there for, goalkeepers. So you can't go, oh, if he didn't save that, because that's his job. We just looked vulnerable every time they put a ball up the field, and that's not the way we want to be. We want to be, when they play it up the field, we want to be able to go, right, we'll just take that down and we'll move it forward again. We look really good going forward, until again Scalesy come on and his crosses were terrible. He's getting into good positions and then he's over hitting crosses, and how hard can it be just to put the ball into the middle? So the team keeps coming down as a 3-4-3. It's not a 3-4-3, it's a 3-5-2, because you've got Johnny Kenny and Maeda there through the middle, and then you've got Yang and McCown out wide, and then you've got Engels, McGregor and Nygren in the middle. So that's the way we're playing. Engels seems to sit a wee bit deeper than Nygren, which is good, and he's had a few shots as well, just off target, or the keeper saved it. So we're getting into good positions when we're going forward because we're flooding the front half of the field. But when that ball breaks up, good teams will rip us apart. Aberdeen are absolutely garbage. They were down to 10 men for most of the second half, and yet they could have been 2-1 up. And that's a scary moment for me. That tells me that a good team would have picked us apart. They're absolutely shite, Aberdeen. They're getting beat with everybody. Do you know what I mean? So we can't go, oh, that was a good result. It was a great 3 points, but a terrible, terrible result in the way of how the game went. James Forrest looked lively when he comes on. Did we play him more often? I don't know. I just think in the Scottish League we'll get away with these games because we'll score 4 if the opposition scored 2. That's what it's like. It's like a boxer taking 4 hits just to get that one in. And that's what we're sort of taking a chance at the back rather than sewing it up when we go goals up. I know 1-0's a shit scoreline, but we should have been out of the park with the chances we missed. Maeda missed another couple. Thank God for the 2 goals at the end. It could have been, Maeda should have scored at the end, and all he's got through, clean through, and he's just whacked it left of the post. So all in all, we could have won 10-1 or 10-0, whatever you want to put it, but we never, and that was the worry. So where do we go in this? Where do we go in the January window? We've got to get 2 strikers in, because if you get 1 striker in and that striker gets injured, then you're back to what we've got now. So you're not going to get 2 quality strikers in January, I don't think. And if you do, is that just panic buying? Because then when all the other players come back, you're left with all these second-rate players, unless you can get a 10 million player or something, which isn't going to happen. So it's a bit of a disaster now. The whole team, from the back to the front, we're not really comfortable anywhere. Even the midfield, when we're getting beat, the midfield, they just go into hiding. It's alright when you're winning, you're 2-1 up and all that, but everybody wants to be in a winning team because you get the ball and you get more confidence. So when you're 2-1 down or 1-0 down, nobody wants the ball. It's like, fucking, no, you take it. No, you take it. You know, so it's a bit of a shambles at the moment. I don't know. We've got we've got 2 games coming up that are winnable games. You've got Livingston and then you've got Motherwell, both away. And you know what it's like at these grounds, they're hard to get a win. And if they put pressure on our defence, we'll fold. It's alright when we're on the front foot going forward, but these teams here, they'll just throw the ball into the box and we can't cope. I don't know why he's persevering with Tony Ralston. I know he had a couple of shots today and he was unlucky, but other than that, he's not good enough. You need to get him out of the team now. He's got to try and play a back 4. I know he's not going to, but it's going to be his own. He's going to fall on his own sword if he keeps doing this. We can't play that system. And you would need to have a whole new team that plays it. Remember when Martin played it, he had 3 big, strong centre halves. One in the left, one in the right, one in the middle. They controlled the whole game. We had good wing backs coming up and down. We haven't got that type of player. So when you don't have that type of player, you don't play that type of system. And he's persevering with it. But anyway, the other side of the coin was it was great to watch rankers getting pumped with Hearts. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It probably is, because I still think we'll catch Hearts. And I thought if rankers beat them, they would be in the chase and we'd be chasing them. So it's probably a good result for everybody, that one. Well, us anyway. We just need to keep going with Hearts and we need to beat them the next time we play them. We need to hope they drop some points. But we can't afford that. We've got 2 games coming up that should be winning, but they're really difficult now, just because of how we're playing. So anyway, I'll get back to you, and I'll not wish you a Merry Christmas to you. I'll wish you a Merry Christmas in the next one, but hope you have a good couple of lead-up days to Christmas and that, and hope Santa's good to you, and hope Santa's good to us in the transfer window as well. So anyway, let's see how we go, but 3 points, that'll do us. I did say it would be 3 or 4-0. I was probably wrong, because it should have been 10-0, but I wasn't far off the final result. So well done on the 3 points. Well done to brother Wilfred getting his first win, but I'm still no celebrating. I just don't see it as a good thing. I think we've struggled there against 10 men. We should have been fucking out the field, and that would have been a disaster had he lost or drawn. We didn't deserve to lose or draw anyway, but that's football. Anyway, have a great couple of days. I'll talk to you soon, and hail, hail.